Welcome back to Learning the Tarot. We are on the Nine of Wands. So this one was basically like the conclusion, it feels like, before you move into the next thing. So again, we've been following along of the scenario of like if you are a writer and the journey of being an author, right? So at this point, it feels like this card is like the finale of dealing with that book. And again, I've kind of shifted from like just writing a book to like having this being like a full-time job kind of a like example, because if you wanted to just write your memoir or like one book and that's it, this wouldn't really apply. This is for those of us who want to do it as a living. And so this card feels like it's like you've done it, you've made it. This book, the journey with it is done. You've done the marketing for it and everything with it, it is done. Because inevitably you will hit that point with every book that you're done with it. You're not gonna really market it anymore. It's not gonna be your focus anymore. It moves to a shelf, basically. And it just becomes another link on your website, a quick mention here and there, but you aren't actively marketing it anymore. You're not talking about it anymore. You're moving on to the next project. When the Nine of Wands pops up, this basically, upright, I should say, is basically saying that you've done it. You've proven your skill, dedication, and work, and now it is done. Basically, all of these obstacles and things that you've been fighting and like trying to deal with while working on this project have come to pass, and you've learned and gained wisdom from it. Now, if this card, the Nine of Wands, is reversed, you are in a losing battle. Basically, whatever you're clinging to, so again, in our example, the book that you're trying to work on, it's never going to succeed. And basically it comes down to this is the time to reevaluate and probably give up on it. You may have been beaten down and it's time to just rest and fight another day. Now what this means in our example to me is whether or not you've published at this point is kind of besides the point. You need to give up on that specific thing. If you're writing in a world where every book is connected into that world, but it is not hitting with your readers, nobody understands it, nobody cares, nobody wants to know more about this world, and you are refusing to branch outside of it, this is the card saying you need to reevaluate that plan. Because there are some people that like they refuse to go outside of that specific world they've created, and then they get stuck. And then you might have had some success, you might not have. You might have gotten all of the bad meanings of these cards up until this point. Whether or not you hit publish, it's just failure after failure after failure. This card shows up and it's like, dude, how many no's does it have to be before you realize something is wrong? And not just like a little wrong, but extremely wrong. Maybe you need to give up completely on it. Maybe you need to shelve that idea for like a decade or more. Work on other things, hone your skills, and then think about picking it up, or maybe just let it go. I feel like that is like the general gist of the Nine of Wands reversed, and that can be really hard. It feels like if you don't leave room to grow, like this card is warning you that like you're gonna stifle yourself and it's not gonna end well. Whether that might be you completely burn yourself out on writing entirely, your career will never really take off, like whatever it might look like, this is like your reminder that if it's reversed, you need to evaluate where things are going. And not necessarily like give up completely on like the idea of a writer and being an author, but more so just take that time to analyze like your marketing strategies, how you're connecting to your readers, because that is huge. Again, you can write all of this fantastic work, but if nobody reads it, it kind of defeats the purpose. Not everyone really wants to be an H.P. Lovecraft who died poor, and then everyone decided that his work was actually not that bad. A lot of people would like to enjoy the, rewards of what they did in life. That would be awesome. So anyways, that is my thoughts for the Nine of Wands. I would love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. Huge thank you to my patrons. I'll have their names here on the screen if you'd like to support me and get access to exclusive content. It is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.